What's up, YouTube? Country CEO back in the house, man. Look, it's a beautiful Saturday out here, man. You hear motorcycles passing my house. Look, this is my little outside studio, getting ready to go in here and make some game for you guys. So look, man, got some good stuff. You don't want to miss it. Tune in. Let's get this thing done, and let's see what more we can spread the word about that dump truck business, right? All right, so you ready? Come on in. What's up, YouTube? Country CEO back in the house again. Man, look, got some game for you today. Let me take my glasses off. Look, welcome back to the channel. Um, I took a little break. You see, I took my hat off. I had to get some refreshment, right? Some water, trying to keep up with you guys, right? So let me take a little drink. All right, so look, got some game for you today. I mentioned this a little bit on the live stream that I did recently, a couple Saturdays ago. Finding your path, finding your path, finding your path. What do I mean? Over the course of a year now, the Country CEO has made a year, y'all. October the 19th, I think, was my first video, which was an introductory video. And then we just straight started dropping game on October the 27th with the first video, which was how to get started in the dump truck business, right? So, been in this thing about a year now, excited about that. God has blessed us. It's all good, right? So, look, finding your path, right? So, we've been dropping nuggets, game, sharing with you guys the wisdom that I've been blessed with, the experience that I've been blessed with over the course of 21 years in this business. And I want to say to you, the game is very valuable. I know you can use it. It's all good. But there will become a time where you still must take the opportunity to forge your own path, to find your own path, right? What do I mean by that? All right. Just say, for instance, we all live in different contexts. I'm in a rural context. I work in a city context, right? But I stay in a rural context. So I'm sharing with you some core principles which could work anywhere, right? They will work anywhere. It's a good foundation from which to build a business, right? And I said my live stream that to build anything, you got to have a good foundation. If you notice, when folks build a house, they pour a concrete slab. But guess what? If that slab cracks up or it's uneven or things of that nature, then it causes the whole house to fall down, right? All right, and so the things that I've tried to instill into you guys is to build a good foundation. But then when you build that foundation, right, get that house going, framing up the walls, putting your roof on, your shingles, and got you a nice, solidly built house, right? Well, then it's up to you then how you run that house, right? We can share with you some principle, but then you're going to see some things where you might want to forge your own path and you be able to adjust and go in certain directions, however they may benefit you, right? And the reason why sometimes these adjustments may be needed is because your context is different, right? Let me give you an example of what I mean. Here where I am, we deal directly with the construction companies, right? There's no middleman, there's no broker, there's no anybody else that we have to go through, all right, that has to help us to get the work, right? Most of the companies either have a truck foreman or a dispatcher, and they deal directly with us about where they want us to go, or if we trying to work for them, they send us the paperwork, blah, blah, blah. But I also know on the East Coast and some places in Florida that some guys deal with brokers, some girls deal with brokers, right? And you have to go through them to get the work, and that's the nature of how the context is. All right, and so therefore you have to forge your own path. And I say that because, if I say, okay, well, I can't tell you if you're dealing with a broker, I wouldn't do that because that's your context. That's how business is done in your context. So I can't tell you to not do that. What I can do is tell you the principles of what will make a dump truck business work. You take those principles, apply it to your context, even if you got to deal with a broker. Because if you got to deal with a broker or a middle person, as long as you're getting what you need to get to be able to sustain, make your business successful, that's okay. Long as they pay you a decent rate and not lowballing you to the point where the money that you're not getting is actually hurting your business, right? All right, and so that's what I mean by finding your path. forging your own path in this business, right? You're going to come to other intervals in this business where you might have the opportunity to subcontract and take that thing to another level, to scale up and really do this thing on a high level, you know, forge your own path, right? For me, at this juncture where I'm at, 3 trucks, I'm looking to get to 3, and that's probably where I'm going to stop. You know, I may be opportunity to do more. Something would really have to compel me to do more. I ain't going to say I won't, but really I'm just looking to try to get to 3 because that was that sweet spot for me before. So that's what I'm trying to do, right? So forge your own path. You don't necessarily have to do it, those certain things like the country CEO is doing. So what I'm simply saying to you is I want you to be able to decipher between what the meat is and what the bones are about the game. What am I saying? There's meat and then there's bones, right? And so the meat is what will work for you. You know, you can take that and tangibly put it into practice. It'll work, you know, in any context, right? But then you determine what's the bones and you say, okay, I'm looking at this, but that might not necessarily work in my context, right? And you'll be able to figure those things out, all right? Obviously, I know someone is probably thinking, well, if I don't know anything, I don't know what the meat and the bones is. But over time, trust me, you will begin to determine, okay, what works and what doesn't work, right? So what I'm saying to you in this video is don't be afraid to forge and find your path that works for you once you take the principle I've given and build that solid foundation, okay? All right, that's all I got for you. Short video, nice and straight to the point. If you love it, you like it, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share this video so someone can know it's important to forge your own path. I'm out of here.